In 1916, we had a unique debacle with U.S. coinage. And that is the fact that for some reason, we put the mint mark on the obverse of a coin for the first time. And when the mint director noticed it in 1917, a year and a half later, they removed it. That coin would happen to be the Walking Liberty half dollar. The first 2 years of issue, the branch mints, the D's and the S's, are on the obverse. Unique, very unique. It's also the first 2 years of issue. Tonight, we finally have enough to talk about it. So you're looking at the first 2 years, the only 2 years in which Denver, Walking Liberty half dollars, have the mint mark under the motto, "In God We Trust." There also happen to be two very significant coins in the entire series of Walking Liberties. So when you add it all up, what a great opportunity on top of what a great story.
So the Walking Liberty half dollar series started in 1916 with the Coin Renaissance, where they redesigned coins to be very beautiful. And this is just a great fine example. The series lasted until 1947. And across the time, if you add them all up and you look at every year from 1916 through 1947, you'll find that the average mintage is 7.3 million coins. These two particular Denvers, 1916 and 1917, are in the top 5. If you line them all up in order, this is number 3 and number 5. Number 3 is the 1917 and number 5 is the 1916. There was only 765,400 made in 1917 out of the Denver Mint, and just over 1 million made in 1916.
So you get very low mintages, which is why the premiums on these early issue, I mean, you can't get any earlier than the first 2 years of issue, right? But the uniqueness of that Denver mint mark, or the San Franciscos, and we're working on building those up, the mint mark, the branch mint mark on the obverse. Now, I think it's unique that we noticed it in 1917 and said we got to change it, and we changed it. So the 17 is a transition year. Half the coins have the obverse, half the coins have the reverse. Many of you might have been with us when we've been able to put those projects together on TV. They're tough as well, but the 16, what a special coin, because it's the first year and it's an obverse mint mark. That hasn't happened anywhere else up until this point in history.
Now this is a 2-piece set, 1916 and 1917. The Denvers both featuring the mint mark on the obverse of the coin right there under "In God We Trust." So this item number 905-10067, that'll get you both coins for just $139.90. That's $69.95 per coin. Our competition wants $165 just for the 1916 alone, and they want $75 for the 17. That'll run you $240 for the 2-piece set. Our 2-piece set, $139.90, $100 less.
$100 less?
Give or take a few cents.
$100 less is a good thing.
Absolutely. You could put that towards many other things.
Absolutely. Like buying one of those ornaments earlier in the show. Or anything else that we have upcoming in with the rest of the show. But the Walking Liberty is that coin, right? It's one of those transcendent coins. It's the most beautiful silver coin ever struck. If you ask all the experts, they all say it's the Walking Liberty. And it's kind of reassured that it is by the passing of the American Eagle Act, right? Signed by President Reagan. And we have now a brand new silver dollar, the Silver Eagle. And what was the design?
This exact design on this obverse coin.
And again, last year, remember when the brand new Silver Eagle came out? And all the phone calls and the customer service issues with, I think they made a mistake. There's a mint mark below the motto, "In God We Trust." But it wasn't a mint mark. It was the minter's initials, AW. People thought it was a W mint mark. So people know it's not normal to put a mint mark on the front on these coins at that time. And we still follow that rule on this coin. The mint marks are always on the reverse on the Walking Liberty and have been. So this is just that unique first year, first type issue. The first year of issue is 1916. The branch mints, the Denvers and the San Franciscos, had obverse mint marks for the only time. Now, here's a good shot, the reverse, half dollar, go all the way up to where you see the little space at about 7:30, 8 o'clock. That is where the mint mark is from 1917 onward for the rest of the series. But these two are obverse mint marks. 1916 1917, and then we rotated over mid-1917. Now, a couple of things you mentioned earlier are significant pieces of information. Rarity matters. Not only is this a unique oddball thing, an obverse mint mark versus a reverse mint mark, the mintages matter. Again, the average mintage for Walkers is over 7 million coins. Both of these are top 5. So think about it. They made the Walker from 1916 through the year 1947. They made Philadelphia's, they made Denver's, and they made San Francisco's. And you got 2 of them in the top 5. And they're both obverse mint marks on top of it. You have a million with the 16, and it's even rarer on the 17, 765,000. 3 and 5. Who doesn't want to be on the podium for the celebration of the lowest mintage? So it's always a great thing. But then you summed it up even better with, I get to save $100.
Savings of $100. Our competition is $100 north of us. They want $240 for these same 2 coins. These are beautiful hand-selected, quality, circulated pieces. Homogeneous obverse and reverse, meaning no major rim dings or any type of major wear on the coins. They're circulated, but they're gorgeous. You'll love these coins, I can guarantee it. $139.90 for the pair. It's 1916 and 1917. They both have the Denver mint mark on the obverse under In God We Trust. They're on the right side. And they each will be obviously encapsulated.
Hand-selected, circulated condition. And again, we use that term because we have, many of you, if you go to shows, also might know, we see lots and lots of coins. I've seen a lot of beautiful VFXF coins. And then I've seen a lot of VFXF coins that I would never want to own. They look horrible. So for us, we want to have that homogeneous look, obverse, reverse. We want to have all the inscriptions, all the details. We just want to make it be a beautiful looking circulated coin. And every one of these that we have are that. Which means if we would have stopped that and just said, okay, it's just the coin, we could have had this out in February versus what time of the year is it now? And it's the first time we've had this opportunity. Look at that number, 10067 after the 905. That tells you how long it's been since we've been able to put this. This is the first time we put this on the air in over a decade.
Yep.
It's just a great opportunity. You got to join us.
Let's put a 30-second clock up, please. We are limited on these, so make sure that you are processing your checkout online if you're shopping with us via the web. That's abccoins.com. 905-10067. That gets you both coins, the 1916 and the 1917. Both are Denver minted. They each have the Denver mint mark on the obverse under In God We Trust. They'll be individually encapsulated and just a low price of $139.90. That's $69.95 per coin. Our competition wants $240 for the same 2 coins, saving a bundle with us here at ABC.